YouTube. Good, because we're talking income shifting tonight. What I want to do is give everybody an opportunity to share this video, number one. And number two, I want to give you guys an opportunity to grab a pen and a piece of paper. Now, why is that important? Because I'm going to give you some notes that a gentleman who earned not 6, not 7, not 8, but 9 figures taught me. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how many times you hear from not only a 6-figure earner, a 7-figure earner, an 8-figure earner, but a 9-figure earner. Now, in case you don't know, I heard a long time ago, a check is not a check if it doesn't have a comma. In other words, $1,000 has a comma. That's a decent check. $10,000 has 2 numbers before the comma. That's a decent check. 6 figures is 100,000, 7 figures is 1,000,000, 8 figures is a decamillion. But guess what? This information is coming to you guys from somebody who earned over $100 million. So don't judge me tonight. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm just a messenger, and I appreciate you guys for joining. Let me get a scroll into this comment section so I can see who's joining us. What's up, Andre Stinson? I see you so far. No, just to scroll up and down. There you go. 2 fingers. There you go. All right, what's up, Sonia Williams? I got you on the chat so far. I really, really appreciate it. Click on comments. Let's see who else we got. Andre Stinson, I saw you hop on. Alabama's in the building. Atlanta's in the building. And I'll get my phone in a second to see who else is in the building. But hit share. Grab a pen. We're talking money tonight. We're talking a financial change in 2019. We're talking, you may have to click that video itself. Like the whole thing. Yep, there you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. So we're talking financial change. We're talking independence. We're talking capitalism. It's not a bad word. A lot of people think capitalism is a bad word. It's really not. Capitalism just means that you have an opportunity that communists don't have, and you have an opportunity that socialists don't have. And in this country called America, you have to play by the rules of the wealthy. And that's what capitalism represents, the rules of the wealthy. So we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight as well. What's up, Jennifer? What's up, Fee Oliver? What's up? Miss Thorpe is in the building. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. Virginia's in the building. Gail Andrews is here. Seymour Blake is in the building from Texas. So let's get the watch parties going. Let me break this down real quick because it's not going to be a long session. What I want you guys to understand is that America is the wealthiest country in the world, and most people are struggling financially. Now, what you have to do is ask yourself a serious question. Why is that? How is this country creating millionaires and billionaires, but 1% controls the other 99%? There's a reason for that. I want you guys to write down 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give you 3 reasons this is happening. And it all boils down to mentality. All right. What's up, Robert? I see you, Robert Beam. I see you, Luther. What's up, Wanda out of Boston? Wanda out of Boston. I want you to write down communism. Now, let me tell you what communism is. Communism means 0 opportunities. That means the government basically controls everything you do. They say, for example, communism is this. You own a cow. I take your cow. I milk your cow and then sell the milk back to you. That's Cuba. That's former Soviet Union. That's China and North Korea doing something totally different, but that's called communism. That's society or economic system number 1. Then you got what's called socialism, right? This is Canada. This is Norway, Denmark. What they say is if you have 11 cows and I have 6 cows, we have 17 cows. Because now my 6 cows can take the burden off your 11 cows, and we put 17 cows in the barn, and together I lighten your load. Even though you have more than me, you lighten mine because you have more than me, but because I'm taking care of yours, you can do a lot less, and we're all equal. See, in Canada and different countries like that, it's nothing disrespectful about it. They just feel like if everybody wasn't chasing money so much, crime would be down, everybody looks equal, the lawyer can make just as, a waitress can make just as much as a lawyer, ideally. But these are the things that they say. Well, capitalism plays by a different set of rules. This is why most people struggle financially. The game is simple. Capitalism is you have a bull, I have a cow, we mate the bull and cow, they create some babies, we milk the babies, and then we negotiate and fight over who can get the most milk sold. That's what capitalism is. It basically means if a person that has the bull has more financial education, right, and more financial literacy than the person that had the cow, that person's going to walk away with the most milk. So what I've done for the past decade or so, being blessed enough to retire when I was 22 years old, is focus on my finances so I can get money behind me. So I'm going to give you guys some tips tonight on a concept called income shifting so you can get money behind you. See, capitalism is not about chasing money. It's about getting money out the way so you can get on with this thing called life. All right? I want you to type in the comments, put "let's get it on." Okay? In my Marvin Gaye voice. I want y'all to put in the comments, "let's get it on." Because that's what it's about, man. Once you get money behind you, and I'm not saying I'm the wealthiest, richest person on the planet, but I no longer wake up and worry about whether or not I'm paying the gas bill or the water bill or the electric bill. I have been there. You guys watch and see me today and you don't believe me, I'm telling you, man, I've had to make decisions, whether it's a cold shower because the gas is off, or whether I want power because the lights need to be on, but I can't have both. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to do what's called sleeve shopping. Y'all know what sleeve shopping is? That's where you like the clothes, but you roll it down the sleeve first and look at the price determines how much you like it. You like, hell, it ain't that cute. That's sleeve shopping. Now I have a person that brings me all my clothes. I don't even go to the stores and malls and all that stuff anymore, right? So I have a person that says, here, I brought you this stuff, pick what you want. That's because it's not that money is no longer an issue. It's no longer a stress for me. And these principles I'm going to show you guys over the next 15 minutes will relieve you of that stress. Are y'all saying let's get it on? All right. I see Miss Miley said let's get it on. I see Cassandra Williams in the building. She said let's get it on. Anita says let's get it on. What's up, Alabama? So let's go ahead and get it on. Here's the number one reason most people don't make it in America financially. They don't understand what income shifting is. So let me first explain to you what income shifting is. In this society, several entities have tricked you since you were small into giving the money to them. In other words, you work hard for it every day, but your net income looks totally different than your gross income. In fact, your net income looks gross, and I'm holding my stomach. That means your net income is so much less than your gross income that it makes you sick. So the government has you actually thinking that the name of the game is to give your tax dollars to them first, and then they pay you second. Well, what income shifting is saying, look, I need my money back because you shifted it away from me. You're telling the banks, I need my money back because you shifted it away from me. You're telling big business, I need my money back because you shifted the money away from me. See, that's what income shifting is. It's just a wealthy concept that they don't teach you in schools. They teach you in schools, get a degree, get a job. If that doesn't work, get a second degree to get another job. Now you got more debt because you got 2 degrees and you got 2 jobs, so they're taking out more taxes, so they really shifted the money from you again. Here's a good note for you guys. Here's a good quotable. Work and wealth are not synonymous. I know a lot of people that work that are not wealthy. I know a lot of people that are wealthy that don't work. Work and wealth are not synonymous. Strategize your way to wealth. So I'm going to give you the strategies tonight, again, in case you missed the beginning, that a 9-figure earner gave me. So go ahead and hit share because here comes the real knowledge. You now understand capitalism. You now understand communism. You now understand socialism. These rules I'm about to show you are the rules that govern this country. This is not Brian Bean speaking. These are just facts. Let me give you an example. If you say, I kicked the field goal in a basketball game, people are going to laugh you off the court. Why? Because you don't understand the rules of the game, so you're trying to score 3 points because you think a field goal, you're confusing 2 sports, number one, and then you're confusing a field goal in basketball with a field goal in football, so you're thinking you get 3 points for a basketball goal. And it's a field goal that's worth 3 points, and a 3-point shot is worth 3 in basketball. You got 2 sports with the same semantics, but you on the wrong court. That's what y'all doing with your money. Semantically, most people don't even understand what capitalism is. And if you don't understand the rules of the game, you lose. So let's get the rules of the game straight. The number one rule wealthy people do when they shift their income, they lower their taxes. All right? You got to put that in the comments. I must lower my taxes first. Here's why. That's your biggest expense. Your taxes are your largest expense. Newsflash. It's not your cell phone. It's not eating out. It's not your light bill. It's not your cable bill. Ladies, it's not him. Fellas, it's not her. Let me let all the ladies off the hook. She's not your biggest expense, although some of y'all get damn close. But she's not your biggest expense. The biggest expense you have is your taxes. But the reason you never look at getting that down and lowering your tax burden is because you're taught the first thing you know, two things in life happen: death and taxes. So when you hear that for 40 years, you start thinking there's nothing they can do about it. Here's how you shift your income. First, the tax dollars have to come from the government and get lowered via a business. See, a business pays a different tax rate than an employee. So the way to shift your income, step number one, is to get the business tax advantages and deductions that employees don't get. Let's talk about the rules of the game now. Think about it. As a W-2, which is a tax code for employee, they trick you into thinking that's the only way to make money. Now, you know better. You know there are other ways to make money, but by the time you figure it out, you're too tired. You're older. You got grandchildren, children, you got expenses, you've been divorced, you've been through some stuff. So the last thing you want to do is open a business. I'm here to tell you guys watching, opening a business is the number one thing you can do to start shifting your income. That's the number one thing you can do. Here's why. W-2 means highest taxes. W-2 means I work first, I pay taxes second, then I spend last. So on the W-2 tax code, you come in third. That's the rule of the game. Now, a 1099 tax code changes the game. They say my business works first, I pay my expenses and pay myself second, and then I pay the government third. Now, without talking rates and facts and percentages, that just feels better to me, right? If I can pay myself first and pay the government last, that feels like the American way. Then why not own a business and play by the rules of the wealthy? Most people don't understand. So what am I saying, Brian? Well, what everybody needs to do, and the person that introduced you or shared this video is going to help you. The first thing you need to do if you have a W-2, which is a job, is revisit what's called your W-4. Your W-4 is the form that you filled out when you first got your job. Now, the W-4 basically says, on the front, these are my standard deductions. I'm single, or I'm married, or I have children, right? You get certain benefits just for living in this country. I'm gonna wrap this up and show you how this works. But part two of the W-4 are your business exemptions. Most people that have a job don't have a business. If you have a job and a business, you have the best of both worlds. So here's my question to you guys. Why don't you have a business? You get to legally, ethically, and morally shift your income from a job, high tax bracket, to a business, low tax bracket, and now you can invest the difference. That's how you get wealthy. Here's a quotable. If you're not investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. How about that one? Because investing means money's working for you. Now you're on the other side of interest. Instead of you paying interest in installment loans and car notes and credit cards, you got interest coming in from Nike. You got interest coming in from Walmart. You got interest coming in from Apple because you're investing in funds that they contribute. See, a lot of you guys don't even know that you can lend Apple money. A lot of you guys don't know you can lend Microsoft some money. You can lend AT&T some money, and they give you 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17% returns on your investment. Why don't most people do it? The income is shifted away from them and not to them. It starts with your taxes. So we're going to look at our W-4. We're going to open a small home-based business. Brian, what business should I open? I'm glad you asked. The person that introduced you to this video can show you how to get in business for less than $50. I don't think y'all heard me. The person who introduced you to this video, the person that hit share or inbox you, the person that said, watch this guy named Brian, can show you a business for less than $50 one time, and $34 a month puts you in business, and now you playing by the rules of the wealthy. I'm not knocking traditional business. I love barbershops. I love nail salons. I love apparel lines. I love lawn care services, whatever business you have. But a home-based business as an educator for under $50, where you can introduce people to videos like this, you can introduce people to conference calls, you can introduce people to webinars, and then get the same deductions from the same bills that you already have, that puts instant money in your pocket. There's no savings like tax savings. I'll get into that in more advanced training. But tax savings are what's called net. That means when you have money that you didn't give the government, that was 100% net that you kept in your pocket. So why are you guys giving all your money to the government and then getting a refund? Now that stung a little bit. I know, don't worry about it. Let's talk about it briefly before I go. Re means again. Fund means money. So your refund is your money again. Your CPA didn't do you any favors. All they did was take what you gave them and put some formulas to it and gave you a refund check. Most Americans get a refund when they should be getting their money all year long, so you can put that money to work. Money only knows how to work. All right, a lot of you guys don't know that. What you do is you know how to work, but you don't know how to work your money. Write this down as a good quotable. Something has to work, just not me. Okay, I learned that 20 years ago. I retired when I was 22. Something has to work, just not me. Money works for you. It's a tool. But a lot of you guys give so much to the government and then wait on your tax refund that they work your money and give you no interest back in return. So here's what happens. You get your refund check. And because you didn't get your money during the year, now some debt has mounted. So your refund check goes into your debt. Now the bank makes money off your tax dollars that you gave the government in the first place. Now you got to pay your debt off with interest. So your refund basically is gone. Let's shift the money back, guys. I wanted to take some time tonight to just talk about the #1 expense you have when it comes to shifting your income, because I am the income shifter, and this is the income shifter experience. The income shifter experience states that you get your money back from the government because they got it from you by teaching you something that wealthy people don't do. So the question is, when are you going to start shifting? When are you going to actually take the cell phone bill you already have and make it tax deductible? When are you going to start taking the light bills, the water bills, the gas bills, percentages of the bills you already have and make them tax deductible? When are you going to take the internet bill, the eating out, the gas in your car, the travel that you do, things you're doing anyway, and make them tax deductible? You can't if you don't have a code called 1099. Put that in the comments. 1099. It's time for you to get a 1099. The person who introduced you to this video will show you how we take the income shifting concept, help you open a home-based business through our company. It's called Iconz. That's short for My Economy, right? We teach you how to open a home-based business and then do what? Not how to do taxes, not how to become a financial advisor, not how to become a stockbroker. We teach you how to expose people to income shifting and educate others. Put that in the comments. I am an educator. Before I go, you got to put that down. I am an educator. That's what we do. We educate people on how to shift their income, and then you get checks weekly and monthly in the process. Guys, I've been blessed and fortunate to see 5-figure checks for 1 week's worth of work in this business. When I had a job, you know how long it took me to get 5 figures? Like, you don't even, after graduating from Morehouse in '97, you don't want to know what my first job was paying me. I'm scared to even tell you. But I'll tell you this, a home-based business and your own time and your own efforts can pay you as much as you want, because what? It's yours. So get with the person who introduced you to this webinar. I wanted to do this in a couple of parts, and this is really just part 1 about getting the taxes down and shifting that back to you. And then I'll turn on your notifications and follow me at Brian N. Bean. Follow me at Brian N. Bean on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. Turn on all your notifications, and I'll show you guys how to get your debt down. I'll show you guys how to get your credit up. I'll show you guys how to start investing so you can start shifting even more income back to you. Why? Because you deserve it. Let me take some questions real quick, see some comments real quick. I see Gail is in the building. Let's scroll a little bit on this Facebook. I got Cassandra's in the building. Carvel, Chicago's in the building. What's up? Bishop Jones, always plugging in. What's up, Bishop Jones? I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. What cities do we have out here? Man, Alabama again. Alabama, y'all really plugging in. What's up, Miss Williams, Joannis, Maddie Murphy, Miss Thorpe, Boston again, Augusta again. Y'all look good, man. Y'all really look good. So let's call this part one. Go ahead and get with the person who introduced you to tonight's income shifting experience. My name is Brian Bean. I see you guys in the magazines. Turn on all your notifications, and I'll see you within 7 days. Peace.